I make apps with my students, and what's most important is not their coding ability, but their ability to make meaningful connections with others and make a difference in their community. So, one of my students designed an app for our Winter Carnival, which is a major fundraiser for the school. There are 30,000 people who attend over the course of 2 days, and there are very few parking places. So my students worked together to learn Xcode, which is Apple's free development environment, and they learned Objective-C in order to make an interactive map that sends push notifications when on-campus parking spaces open up. And there were nearly 2,000 downloads over the 2 day period, and then zero downloads from the third day on. And they were a little crestfallen about that, but we said if you're doing an app for a 2 day carnival on the third day, no one's going to download it. But the difference that the audience made in terms of their motivation to finish the app and get it out there was really amazing. So I had another student who made an app for a popular business down the street that serves food and t-shirts, and he decided to make a complete app that allows you to order from an online menu of food, and then it sends a push notification to the business so that they can have the food ready and waiting for you curbside. So he solved lots of difficult problems and he actually got everything working properly. But the only problem was the business didn't offer a full menu. They specialized in shave ice, which is kind of like a snow cone. It doesn't really do well with curbside pickup that can take 10 minutes or more waiting outside in the parking lot with a melting snow cone. So, this was a case where the student didn't do enough background research before starting the app. So the app was technically brilliant, but in practice it was unworkable, and so it's not being used. I have a better example. A couple of my students who were teenage athletes, they did an app for a local physical therapist with popular rehabilitative exercises and a video showing how to do them. And I was so proud of these guys about how professionally they handled hiring a model to actually go and do these exercises properly, and then they directed the video shoot. And this was all in preparation for coding the app, which they then finished and put up on the App Store. But the most powerful learning happened before they even sat down at the keyboard. So I had another student who worked with a parent to create an app for autistic kids to learn how to count. Now she developed it for her kid, but now schools all across the country are using it. So schools, parents, teachers, therapists that work with kids on all ends of the autism spectrum, they've all purchased the app and they're anxiously awaiting more. But what was really amazing was that this is an app that would never have been made without that connection between a parent who really knew nothing about app development and my student who knew nothing about autism. And now they each know a whole lot more. I had another student who worked with a local psychologist who works with children of divorced parents. This app is made for parents and children to go through together. The app provides ways for children to communicate their feelings through their artwork. And what was really neat about this project is that the work became more than just a simple school project because it became an opportunity for this student to create an app that would help other children of divorce. So what I love about using this sort of project-based learning with building apps and creating things that help people is that so many of my students learn more enduring lessons that go beyond the mechanics of actually coding something. Because in the end, what matters most was making connections with others to find ways for their coding skills to serve others and make a difference in the world. And that has always been the most valuable learning of all in my class.